Bum, bum, ba-dum. Howdy. This thing on? You really dropped it out of nowhere? I'll be honest. I'll be honest. It's just a just chatting stream. And, I mean, I've just been getting lazy on the day before the stream where I'm like, dude, I'll just come up with something on the day. And to be honest, I'm glad I did because I would not have thought of this thumbnail title combo yesterday. It came to me today, so I'm glad I waited, to be honest. Sometimes for the just chatting streams, I have an idea. Like, I have something in mind, but sometimes I don't. And you just gotta let it cook. You gotta let it marinate a bit till you get what you need. And I think I got it perfect on this one, honestly. I didn't know what an ahoge was until this title. Okay, but you know what it is, right? Like, you recognize it. Like, cause it's really a litmus test where it's like, if you know what that means, you're cooked. And I mean, we're cooked together. We're all in the pot being stewed, or have been stewed, but if you know the word, it's already over for you. You know what I mean? So if you didn't know the word, then now you do. So now you get to join us. But now you need salvation, unfortunately. Danganronpa is the only reason I know what an ahoge is. What a terrible fate you've been met with. That you've met. The method in which you found out being Danganronpa amplifies the tragedy. It's a series of unfortunate events. It's a very terrible fate. Danganronpa's the only reason I know about Pavis. How is that even remotely the case? By the way, you're double cooked if you recognize which ahoge it is in the thumbnail. Because I cropped out the character. But if you recognize the character, if you'd be like, I'm sure there's somebody out there who does. Dude, we actually, you know what we need? And by we, I mean not me. I can't do this quiz, but someone has to have made an ahoge quiz, right? Like, there's gotta be some motherfucker out there who can recognize any anime character based on the ahoge. Like, that person has to exist. I don't think I'm making up a guy. I think that guy does exist. Or woman. Or them in, as we've been saying. Or as I'm trying to coin single-handedly with no support. But there's got to be a guy out there. I'm not going to give away the answer because I want to see if someone comes into the stream and says, "Oh my god, that's blank blank blank." I can't believe you use blank blank blank's ahoge in the thumbnail, but we'll wait. We'll see if it happens. I think the only, like, I do not recognize it, you're not fully gone. I mean, you're at least at the event horizon, brother. You're at least at the event horizon. But I wasn't following the Artemis mission too closely, but then I saw like one photograph and like nearly cried. It wasn't the ahoge one, which is really funny that now, like, it's one of the most dramatic pictures in mankind's history, and I'm like, ahoge. But like, it's the one where it's the moon is an eclipse with the sun, and you can see the eclipsed crescent moon among the stars, And it might be the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, genuinely. But also not an ahoge. So, you know, I couldn't use it in the thumbnail. But pretty crazy picture. Pretty crazy picture. I mean, I think it's this one right here, although you can't see the details. And I think this is also the moon eclipsed, but that one's meant to focus on Venus being in the picture. Again, you can't tell from it being literally in the background on a CRT. like the CRT right now is showing like a 4K video downscaled to like 480p. I also like in this video it has that little space text graphic. That's fun. You can see the planets, Saturn, Mars, and Mercury in the eclipse photo. Yeah, and that's incredible. You can see the plane. You can literally, they're all aligned on the plane of the solar system. It's incredible. Dress so androgynous, I'm them in. How would you, what is the like gender fluid version of I'm him, right? Because I'm him, I'm her. I guess I'm them. Dude, that actually goes so hard. Dude, I'm them actually goes so hard, actually. That might go harder than I'm him. I'm them is kind of fire. Dude, I'm actually kind of jealous because that is fire. I'm them, bro. I'm just them. I'm it? I don't know. I feel them hits harder than I'm it. I'm it makes it feel like a game of tag. Like, I don't know. It's not the energy I'm going for. I don't think, or I don't think they're going for it. Dude, I'm it. You're it. Like, I don't know. It's hard for it to feel hard as fuck when, you know, just a single I am. But then we're getting like Dr. Seuss territory. Like, we're getting into Sam I Am shit, which again, I don't know if that's the vibe we're going for. I feel like I'm them is just already kind of perfect. I don't think we need to change perfection there. I think it just works out of the box. I'm it is so funny, actually. I'm it. Especially in the context that you just did something so insane and you just say screaming I'm it. Dude, I'm them though. That works. That works out of the box. I can be your angel or your devil. I mean, you know what? When is purgatory getting a representative? You know, we got heaven, we've got hell. Dude, motherfuckers forget about purgatory, dog. Who's running purgatory? I don't know. I don't mean to get biblical with it, but like everyone's angels in heaven, demons in hell. To who the fuck is running purgatory? I feel like there's way more people in purgatory, or I don't know the logistics of purgatory. Yo, wait, new Wendover Productions video. Hear me out. New YouTube video essay, the logistics of purgatory. Hear me out. That would be a fire YouTube video. That would be fire. Get those demons in Digital Devil Saga. I don't even know what game you're talking about. Peak video game. What the fuck is Digital Devil Saga? What the heck is that? You're gonna need to bring me up to speed because I don't know what the fuck that is. Shin Megami Tensei. You lost me. It's an SMT spin-off. Dude, do Persona fans know that it used to be SMT? Do they know? I feel like some of them don't know. I feel like I am more aware of their roots than even they are. They don't care about SMT. That's what I mean. Like, why do I have more respect for the roots of Persona than Persona fans, bro? I'll put some respect on the name of SMT, even though I don't really play SMT. But yeah, no, Persona fan, dude, they need to pay homage. They need to pay their dues. They need to pay their dues, man. We need to teach them history. Is there any other game series that have transformed like that? Where like the modern form of it is like so differently branded that people have no idea about the original? Like, nothing jumps out at me, but Persona is a very interesting example of that. Like, it was Shin Megami Tensei Persona. Mario technically is a Donkey Kong spin-off. Get Superstar Rally, true. I guess here's the thing. Even though it's called Donkey Kong, you play as Mario, though. Fire Emblem Anna cosplay when? I don't know if I'm pulling or can make the Anna work, to be honest. I would need to get like a giant bag of money if I'm doing the Awakening one. Low-key modern God of War was overshadowing the classic. Still kind of does it. Not in my memory. Not in my memory. Like, I still think of the old... If you mention God of War, I will still think of the old God of Wars. The Sims was from Sim City? Okay, now that's one. That's one that is transformed. That's one that is totally transformed. Dude, the player base... The player base of The Sims 4 compared to the Sim City player base, like, very different audiences. Very different. There's just a game called Warcraft. See, that one I think is one truly lost to time. Truly lost to time. Like, World of Warcraft... Yeah, no, you wouldn't... I feel like if you're a real one, you know. If you're a real one, you know. Dude, here we go. We found the person who knows the fucking ahoge. We found the Dude, I knew it would happen. I knew someone in this chat would be so cooked as to recognize the exact ahoge. I fucking knew it. It is Konata from Lucky Star, you fucking sick, sick child. You sick, poor child. I really, truly hope that you recover. What is an ahoge? It's good you don't know. Okay, then ahoge is like, if I had a piece of hair like hanging like this. This is now my ahoge. But it's the anime trope where, like, they have this little tuft of hair poking out like this. That's an ahoge. Which I now have, obviously. You had a suspicion it was Lucky Star? Bold of you to assume the rest don't recognize and just didn't keep their mouth shut? I literally prompted people to tell me. I'm like, hey, if you know the ahoge, out yourself in chat. But Evan Luck fucking took the bullet for all of y'all. Evan Luck took the bullet. I've seen one episode of Lucky Star, decided I'm not the target audience. I'm the same. I'm not a slice of life guy. I'm just not. Like, I need a plot. I'm sorry. I need something. Like, I'm trying to think, what's the most, like, slice of life thing I've watched then, like, enjoyed? Like, is Bochi the Rock slice of life? Is it? I'm scared now. I don't know what Lucky Star is about. Okay, that's even crazier. How the fuck did you know the character name? You were just in the wrong circles growing up. You know how they talk about, yeah, if you grew up around the wrong crowd, you turn out a certain way? If you grew up in the crowd where you knew or you're able to recognize an ahoge from a show you didn't watch, your peers have corrupted you. The cycle of fucking, I don't know what to call it, has just destroyed your soul. But I guess Bocchi the Rock slice of life. I enjoyed Bocchi. Bocchi the Rock was fun. But that has enough like stimulus. You know what I mean? My first dude, oh my god. Dude, kids don't know what Hetalia is. Kids don't know Hetalia, bro. They don't know Hetalia. Dude, ask any fucking Jujutsu Kaisen Chainsaw Man motherfucker what the fuck Hetalia is, and they're gonna fucking blank, bro. They got no clue. They have no idea the asylum I was raised. Dude. I think I've talked about didn't learn what it was like 20. That's something crazy to learn about later. I mean, I was around in the moment when it was a thing, so I didn't watch it personally, but I remember. I remember when Hetalia was the fucking thing, dog. But yeah, my first sorry, just adjusting my armrests. My first anime experience was Fullmetal Alchemist original. So honestly, I think a pretty based first anime. Not gonna lie, pretty based first anime. And then I followed it up with the legendary Sword Art Online. So, and I mean, I was at the age when Sword Art Online came out, where I, at the time of its release, was the target demographic, so I thought that shit was fire. Although, even as like I think I would have been like early high school, even I thought Alfheim was fucking weird. Even I was like, what the fuck am I watching? Like, even at the ripe young age of fucking like 13, 14, I was like, what is this shit? Dude, I was the target demo though. How are you gonna follow up Peak with Mid like that? No. You gotta let the 14 and 15-year-olds figure shit out on their own. You can't really be policing it, man. If a kid grows up like in Sword Art Online, that's just how it is, man. Like, oh my god, young male high school student enjoys media directly targeted at him. Look, I can recognize its faults today. Okay, don't get me wrong. I can recognize its faults today. You don't have to convince me. But in the moment, I thought that shit was fire. Okay. Also, speaking of Sword Art Online, unironically, there's going to be a collab between Sword Art Online and Mahjong Soul. And unironically, I might roll the gacha on it, depending on who the characters are. I don't know if that's an indicator of my cookage level, but I'm looking pretty well done if that gets me to monetize on Mahjong Soul. Were you looking over your shoulder to see if your parents were in the room? I don't think I was. Like, I think I was watching it on a laptop anyway. I don't think I was watching it on the living room TV. So I don't think I had to look over my shoulder. Don't get got by the gacha. It might get me, dog. It might get me. I missed the Fate collab, bro. I missed the Fate collab, so I'm fucked, man. I'm fucked. I missed the Fate collab. What do you want me to do? I don't know if there's gonna be another Fate collab. But that might be the only thing that gets me to spend. We'll see who the characters are. We'll see who the characters are in the collab, but because I have watched it. I have watched all of Sword Art Online, although maybe there's new Sword Art Online stuff I don't know about. Maybe there is. I don't know. There might be new stuff. Have they kept making anime for it? Have they kept doing it? I actually don't know. Fake fan. Fake fan. Dude, what is some other, like, early 2010s, late 00s anime that's, like, you got, like, Italia, it's still going? Damn. Maybe I gotta catch up then. Or maybe I don't. I really don't. Black Butler. Oh, of course. Black Butler. Death Note? No. Death Note's too mainstream. Death Note is too mainstream. Okay? I'm thinking of shows that only anime degens from that time period would know. And Black Butler is one of them. It definitely is. Black Butler, Hetalia, fuck, what else? I wouldn't put Madoka Magica in that category, to be honest. It is from the right time period. Tokyo Ghoul. I'd put Tokyo Ghoul in that bucket. I still watch Black Butler to this day. Like, to reminisce on nostalgic value, right? Wait. I'm gonna get up Black Butler right now. 1 second. To make sure we're thinking about the same show. No, the new seasons, they're still making Black Butler, dog. They're still making Black Butler? I didn't even know. I didn't even know they were still making this shit. I didn't even know. Okay, this is the manga cover, but I'll open this. I didn't even know they were still making this shit. I guess I'm not in tune as I used to be honest. When it comes to anime, I'm just not. Okay, for those who don't know, this is Black Butler. It's very, I don't know. I never watched it, to be fair. So I am casting stones at something I haven't watched, but yeah, I don't know. You can kind of get the vibe of it from this. Emerald the Witch was out just a few seasons. Like, here's the thing. The only people who know that are Black Butler fans. Look, Black Butler has not been in the cultural zeitgeist in like a decade. Okay? It's ain't nobody knew there were more seasons of Black Butler other than people watching Black Butler. Okay? It's the same shit with Kingdom. Okay? Like, every season of Kingdom on fucking my anime list has a 9 out of 10 because the only people left to watching Kingdom is Kingdom fans. And look, I'm not even dissing Kingdom, by the way. I'm from what I hear, Kingdom is fire. But you can't tell me if everyone was watching Kingdom that it would have a 9 out of 10 on my anime list. You can't convince me of that. But it's a similar effect sometimes with these shows, where the only people left watching them are the people watching them. Watching Domestic Girlfriend with the boys was an odd experience. Why did you watch Domestic Girlfriend with the boys? Bro, it took me like... It was one of my deepest guilty pleasures to even admit to my friends I consumed that show in any form, and you're just watching it with the boys. Yeah, you know, just watching, you know, just watching a student bone his fucking teacher sister with the fellas. One of us promised it was peak, so like we had 5 of us in a call and watched it. Oh, that's so fucking funny. Oh, oh. But you watched the whole thing. Like, you watched a few episodes and you came back to watch more. Like, you didn't stop. You were like, huh. Yeah, let's keep watching with the boys. That's crazy. Dude, that is not a with the boys show. Like, at all. The whole thing, he kept promising, oh my god, your friend was actually trolling you. Your friend was actually trolling you. That's so funny. Because look, I can speak on this, alright? I'm uniquely qualified to speak on Domestic Girlfriend, which is a terrible thing to be qualified to speak on. But I read the whole manga. I read Domestic Girlfriend front to back. Okay? Cover to cover to cover to cover to cover, okay? Every chapter, every volume. Alright. That shit is trash. It might be one of the trashiest things I've ever consumed. But the way I would describe it is that it's so trashy you just gotta keep watching. Or in this case, reading. But yes, I did. No. I have consumed all of Domestic Girlfriend. So I can report back to you that it is indeed garbage. Yeah, it's like, no, it's not just like a car crash. It's like a train full of car crashes on fire. So, if nothing else, it does have entertainment value. But as a piece of art, no. No. It's not a watch with the boys show. I hope you don't keep up with Rent-A-Girlfriend. I have not watched a single episode of Rent-A-Girlfriend. A single one. I haven't read a chapter either. I just see people meme on it, but no, I wouldn't stoop to that level. Trash sommelier. I am kind of a trash sommelier. I'll admit it. I like some trashy shit. Ain't that just called an escort? Dude, no, you don't get it. You don't have to read Rent-A-Girlfriend, but I mean, this is a thing in Japan, right? You can rent a boyfriend who just pretends to be your boyfriend. It's not like you do anything like that. He just walks around and holds your hand and goes on a date with you. And then you just pay them. So, here's the thing. I can't speak on Rent-A-Girlfriend in terms of what it contains or doesn't contain. But good for you. This same guy also wanted to watch season 3 with the boys to make fun of it. A tale as old as time. A tale as old as time, my friend. I too watch softcore fucking ecchi with the boys to make fun of it. I do the same. And by I don't do that. I was that friend though who did force feed my friends certain anime. I definitely was that guy or that friend for a bit. Like, I made my friends watch Steins Gate. Like, I made them do it. And then there's a few shows like that I have. Me watching Hetalia with my friend in middle school, I'm now utter garbage. Hey, don't say that. Don't say that. Steins Gate is good. It is really good. Also, Keijo. Okay, you have no excuse with Keijo. You don't have. There's no out with Keijo. Keijo is another cultural relic of the time period. That's like mid 2010s now. Dude, Keijo's a decade old, bro. Where did the time go? I just feel Code Geass and that was good. Oh, today's turning into an anime stream. It's my fault for fucking putting ahoge in the fucking title. I do need to go back and watch Haruhi. Because Haruhi was the era before me. So I haven't consumed any Haruhi. But maybe I should. Maybe I should get caught up on Haruhi. I've not watched Future Diary now. Dude, my thoughts on Code Geass. I think Code Geass is funny. I think it's much better to watch Code Geass as a comedy than it is a drama, to be honest. I think Code Geass as a comedy is like a 10 out of 10. As a serious drama, no. But no. But I'm harsh. I'm very harsh on anime. I've gone more harsh on it over the years. It takes a lot for me to watch anime now. Like, I guess last anime thing I watched was Steel Ball Run. And then I guess One Piece. But One Piece feels like it doesn't count. Mainly because I'm reading it now again, so I'm not really watching it, but I wish I had the patience for anime. Low-key, I kind of respect that, because, like, some anime just, and One Piece is guilty of this a lot, some anime just need to get to the fucking point. And just... Steel Ball Run episode 1 was great. It was great. It was great. Planning on watching Madoka Magica? Madoka Magica is good. I like Madoka Magica. Oh, the One Piece? Oh yeah, the One Piece is gonna be a big deal. I just finished Dressrosa. Wait, don't panic. I'm literally almost at the same spot as you. I'm a little ahead. I finished Dressrosa like last month. Or like, I guess 2 weeks ago. I finished it about 2 weeks ago. So like we're pretty much at the same spot in terms of One Piece timing. But yeah, I'm in a very similar spot of One Piece. Madoka Magica is one of my 10 out of 10s. Is it a 10 out of 10? Look, I like Madoka Magica. I don't know if it's a 10. It's good. I don't know if it's a 10. That and the Rebellion movie. I need to go back and watch the movie, to be honest. And yeah, we're still waiting for movie 4. What is a 10 out of 10 for you? You need to go watch the My Anime List stream. my two 10 out of 10s are Ping Pong the Animation and Fate Zero. Those are my two 10s. And then my highest 9 is like Steins Gate. I used to rate Steins Gate as a 10. I rate it as a 9 now. But I believe there's no such thing as a 10 out of 10. That's fair. My rating scale does believe in the 10 out of 10. Whether you believe a 10 out of 10 can exist is like a very personal thing. Because here's the thing. Are you ranking the numerical score of how good a thing could possibly be? Because I agree with the premise, nothing can be objectively perfect. But then if we agree with the premise that nothing can be objectively perfect, then like, that's kind of useless on a rating scale, no? So 10 out of 10 is basically as close as you can get to perfect for me. So, but yeah, that's where I'm at. But then, again, then there's also the rating system debate of, should 5 out of 10 be average? Which I'm a proponent of. I think a 5 out of 10 on my rating scale, that's average. But the North American brain has been rotted to put 7 out of 10 as average. Okay? You've been corrupted by the academic system to put 7 out of 10 as average. You've been corrupted. Why are we not using the full range of numbers? Why are we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Why are we only using 5 through 10 when we're rating stuff on 1 to 10, dog? You hear someone in North America say something's a 5 out of 10, it means it's dog shit. What are we doing? We just cut off fucking 1 through 5? Dude, put 5 as the middle, as this was an adequate average piece of media that I liked. Maybe even put 5 out of 10 as mid if you want that to be more disparaging. And then use the full range of numbers to flesh out your rating system and perspective. Okay? North Americans are happy to just watch the thing? No. Maybe your corner of the internet or your place. People love fucking listing things, dog. Just go on Letterboxd, go on fucking my anime list. Dude, people love listing shit. I prefer a 5 out of 5 over a 10 out of 10. That is fair enough. The problem is we culturally view mid as dog shit. I guess so. Mid has changed. The term mid has culturally shifted the window. Yeah, but saying something is average is kind of like derogatory. But I don't view average as derogatory. I view average as average. And like, for example, that's why when you go to like my list or ranking lists, if you average out all my rankings, it ends up around a 6 out of 10. And that doesn't mean that 6 out of 10 is actually average. No, that just means I self-select for watching things I like, which biases it toward being higher. If I watched everything and consumed everything, including genres and things I don't like or don't think are good, it'll normalize it down to a 5. But I don't do that. I select things or bias for things I think I'll like. So it shifts it up. And in my opinion, that's how it should be. That's how it should be. At least on a 1 to 10 scale. That's how it should be. I think 5 stars valid. I also think, unironically, the most based rating system is smiley face, meh face, frowny face. I actually think that might be the most based rating system on the planet. I don't personally prescribe to it, but I do think smiley, meh face, frowny face might actually just be the greatest rating system ever devised by man. So But again, I don't personally prescribe to it because I'm too pretentious. So the doctor office ranking system, yes, the doctor office ranking system, the airport bathroom survey system. That actually the greatest form of doing it. We have stopped accepting just spending our time. Now we have to spend our free time better. We optimize our free time to max efficiency for happiness. I guess that might be the prevailing cultural tailwind, might be from that perspective, but I don't think I buy into that personally. Like, I don't feel that pressure in my life, but I don't feel much pressure in general, to be honest. Like, in terms of what shapes my behaviors. Or maybe I'm just coping. Maybe the pressures that form and shape my life are just invisible to me. But like, I don't worry about spending my time properly, like, in quotations. Like, I don't really worry about wasting time. Maybe that's because, like, in my day-to-day life, I feel productive enough to where when I have free time, I don't feel bad for whatever I do in it. But like, I don't know. I've never felt that pressure too much. I don't care what others say or think. I'm just going to do what works best for me. Yeah, pretty much. Some say that wasting time is good, as in doing nothing. Yeah, I kind of agree. I will say, though, there's very few moments that I feel truly relaxed. I think I had a story where, dude, I remember this story when I told it on stream, but I was getting a massage in a cafe because that's just what happens in my life. And the person giving the massage kept telling me to relax, as in fully relax, like all of my muscles. And I couldn't do it. Like, I just couldn't do it. Like, they kept telling me, like, fully relax all your muscles, fully relax. But I'm like, dude, I don't do this on a regular basis. And that was a bit of a wake-up call that, okay, maybe I do need a little more R&R in my life. I think it is good for you to do that. I watch anime while playing Final Fantasy 14 because it feels like a waste of time, even though it's fun. Oh my god. No. You might actually be cooked, Devin Luck. That is a nasty combo. But hey, more power to you. Like you say, it is fun. It is fun. Sometimes I shit and watch the birds. No. Sometimes I sit and watch the birds. A waste of time? Maybe. Enjoyable? Yes. No. Watching birds is not a waste of time. I think, honestly, I might be entering my bird watching arc soon. Because I was watching a jet lag, like, Taiwan thing, and they had a bird watching challenge where they had to find and film a bird of a specific type. And I was on the edge of my seat, man. I was on the edge of my fucking seat. And I was like, wait. Am I becoming a bird watcher guy? Because there's a few... Look. I'm not 30 yet. But once you hit 30 plus, you definitely can class into bird watching. Like, the bird watcher class after age 30 basically gets opened up to the entire male population. So I might be on the road to that. I just have a passing interest at the moment of thinking that would be cool. Just seeing cool birds. But, like, I don't know. I'm not there yet, but I think over time I'll fit into that class. Fire tier list idea, bird tier list? That actually might be the play. I'm telling you right now, Blue Jays S tier. Blue Jays S tier already, and for no bias. No bias. What could possibly bias me toward the Blue Jay? I'm not 30 yet, I've already class 10. Hey, sometimes you use the Master Seal early, okay? Sometimes use the Master Seal early, to use a gamer analogy, okay? What does that title even mean? I mean, to put the dots together. You use those media literacy skills. Alright. There's a giant red circle with an arrow pointing at the thing, with the other thing circled that look alike. So I think you can put the pieces together. I believe in you at least. Penguins S tier? Yeah, penguins are pretty dope. Vulture S tier? I don't know about that one. Crows are pretty cool. No, actually bird tier list might be a play. It actually might be a play. It'll be purely appearance based though. I don't know shit about birds. I don't know shit about them. So like, I can't really... Sorry, I worded that wrong. Why? You know, sometimes we do need to share the thoughts in our heads. Sometimes we need to express to the world a belief, an idea. And you never know where they'll take it or go with it. Basically what I'm saying is I'm changing the world by making that observation. Just go on Aura. I think the best way to do it is just on Aura, to be honest. Unless I somehow find a bird expert to make a collab stream with. Do they exist? Are there bird tubers? Are there bird tubers? There's gotta be bird tubers. Do I just cold DM a bird YouTuber? I did it. Look, I did it for Deadlock. I've done it before. Or I've done it now once before now, but that's crazy. Can we have a rock tier list? Dude, rocks I couldn't even begin to start, I don't think. Birds, I have at least one preconceived notion of what a bird and like what it does. But with rocks, I don't really have much. I've got sedimentary, igneous, metamorphic. I mean, that's all I fucking know, man. I don't have any predefined like opinions to inform it. With birds, I do. And birds, although birds and rocks you can both rank on appearance, but I think I feel more strongly about birds. That is another class you can spec into though, once you're 30 plus. You can spec into bird watching, rock collecting. Under rock collecting, you have being really into gold for some reason. Look, there's subsets to each category, but you can be bird watcher, rock collector, and then the other one is just making your entire identity the New England Patriots. So out of those three, I think I'm going bird on that one. Mammal tier list. And S tier is my mom. It's too wholesome for this chat. Gold is the most overrated mineral. I mean, I understand why gold, or humans are like gravitate to gold. There's only 3 paths, those are the 3 paths, and I don't make the rules. Those are the 3 classes you have at your disposal. It'd be funny to see a jellyfish list. I don't have look. I don't have opinions on jellyfish. I don't know what to tell you. It would be very boring tier list. I don't know what the fuck I would be looking at. See, I love jellyfish. See, this is what I mean. You're projecting. You're projecting your own love and knowledge of jellyfish onto me, but I just don't have it. So it wouldn't be good. I'm not saying jellyfish aren't cool. I'm saying I'm not passionate enough or knowledgeable enough the topic to do it. T-Rex is S tier dino. I think T-Rex is A. I don't think T-Rex is S. I don't think so. T-Rex is a classic, but kind of overplayed, you know? It's been on the radio a few too many times. Like, look, we get it, okay? We get it. So, like, look, maybe animal tier list is the next realm. The next blue ocean to go into. You can learn a lot about birds from either Merlin app in their online courses. Bro, they got Duolingo for birds. They've got bird Duolingo. That's crazy. I mean, look, there's a market for it. So, new dinosaur, old dinosaur, bro, I don't even know what you mean by that. The Merlin app's a Pokedex for birds. Well, hear me out. Isn't a bird tier list already a dinosaur tier list? Dude, checkmate. Fucking checkmate. Modern Dino tier list. Yeah, dude, that might be a funny ass title actually. Modern dinosaur tier list, and it's just birds. Well, low key, that kind of goes hard as a title. Amazing thumbnail. Look. Okay. I'll think about it. I'll add it into my backlog of ideas. I've got video game ideas I'm more focused on at the moment, but we'll do some form of animal bird tier list and we'll throw it into the rotation, okay? Because clearly there's a passion and demand for it. So, at least among the group we have in this chat at the moment. Dinosaurs are said to have imagined a lot more have a lot more feathers than previously thought, leading to new designs. Oh, we're talking about the dinosaur artists because we draw based on the bones, but the bones don't tell us where the fat and the feathers are. Got it. So like, because back in like the 80s. All the dinosaurs were drawn with fucking six packs and shrink wrap. They all had shrink wrap, six packs, muscle. Dude, they were fucking roided up, man. They were roided. But now, dude, now they're making the dinosaurs woke, man. They're making the dinosaurs woke. I can't believe it, man. They're force-femming the dinosaurs. I'm sorry, that's just the one of the funniest. Dude, the culture wars, they're coming for the dinosaurs, man. They're coming for the fucking dinosaurs and the culture wars, bro. Dude, they're turning the dinosaurs gay and woke, man. They're turning the muscular American dinosaurs into fucking the they themosaurs, man. Dude, they're turning the dinosaurs. They're turning them gay, man. That's crazy. Do you think the old, the old dinos, they drink beer, they play football, they're buff as hell, and the new dinosaurs play Danganronpa? It's so sad. It's so sad how far the dinosaurs have fallen, man. Non-binosaurs, dude. But biceratops. Oh, it's getting out of control, man. It's getting out of control. Although even isn't the Triceratops more woke than the Biceratops? Because Biceratops is into like, it means you're bi, but tri means you're into, bi's into 2, tri's into 3 then. So isn't the Triceratops is more woke? Am I crazy? Dude, Themosaurus Latinx is crazy. Dude, subbing T-Rex and word playing it with Latinx is fucking devious work, man. It's devious work. Yeah, the old dinosaurs were looks-maxing for sure. They were looks-maxing. Panceratops. Okay, now that is the woke dinosaur. Now, keep in mind, it's even more woke if it's on Pangea, right? The Panceratops on Pangea, like, we're getting like woke multipliers never before seen. Triceratops. This is such a good bit. This is such a good fucking bit. Oh, turning the dinosaurs woke might be one of my favorite bits from this chat in a long time. Reminder that remember that the spikes on the end of the Stegosaurus's tail is called a thagomizer? What the heck? I didn't know that. Where Epiceratops at? Yeah, where is Epiceratops? What scientists are on with all these names? No. The dinosaur naming conventions makes complete sense. I wouldn't name the dinosaurs. I can't say it. Look. I pronounced that very carefully. Okay. I said it very carefully. Okay. Dude, I honestly think the dinosaur naming conventions are fine, man. I like the vibe they have. Tyrannosaurus Rex is a great name for something. There's a reason why everyone knows that name. It's got brand recognition, man. Tyrannosaurus Rex, T-Rex. No, that's just fire. The scientists knew what they were doing with them. Okay? With the dinosaur naming. They got it right. I'm not changing the dinosaur names, man. I'm not changing them. Like, there's something about when you hear the name of a dinosaur, you instantly know it's a dinosaur. I mean, look. We all had a dinosaur phase at some point, right? Like, is there ever a kid who was never not into dinosaurs? At least a little bit? At some point? And of course, dude, Miguel O, we found the one dinosaur hater. And it's Miguel O. Who is fucking surprised? We found the one dinosaur hater. Oh my god. You never liked them. Ignore him? Yeah, I've always hated dinosaurs. Yeah, they're just reptiles from 60 million years ago, 70 million years ago. They're just like old reptiles. Dude, I read him like a fucking book. I literally pre-moved him. Why would I be into big lizards? Like, dude, I literally pre-moved it. I already knew the fucking line of reasoning. Dude, they're just big lizards, man. Like, no, they're not, bro. It's the Miguel O classic. Tea is just spiced water, yeah, and fucking coffee is just bean water. So like, fucking same shit, different pile, alright? We're all fucking eating from the same trough, okay? Megafauna hold no appeal, it seems. The megafauna are kind of dope, though. Like, giant plants are kind of cool as a concept. Birds are just small dinosaurs. Yeah, no, and birds are dope. Birds are dope, man. Giant bugs. Okay, giant bugs, you start to lose me. You start to lose me on giant bugs. Dude, Michello, I can't. You never cease to impress me with your takes. We talk about, man, giant plants would be cool, and I'm like, bro, we have trees, bro. Yeah, and mom has McDonald's at home. Guess what? It ain't the same shit, dog. It's not the same thing. That's crazy, man. Yeah, no, you do lose me with giant bugs. You lose me with giant bugs. I mean, we got pretty big trees. Oh, man. Trees are good. You know, I can get down with trees too, though. I don't mean that to be disrespectful to trees. But trees are not doing what megafauna were doing 70 million years ago. The California redwood? I mean, that's actually a place I would want to go at some point. Apparently, moose are like one of the only surviving megafauna. Wait, hold up. You gotta elaborate more than that. You can't just drop on me that moose are megafauna and just leave that in chat. You can't just leave that hanging. I need a source on that one, bro. Like, are you talking about the horns being fauna in some form? Like, I need a source on that one. I'm a moose denier. Yeah, you just don't believe in them? Like, they're mythical creatures that don't exist. Have I ever seen a moose up close? Fauna are animals, flora or plants. Well, that's just a fucking branding problem then. Because if I tell anyone, oh wow, the fauna there was incredible, they're gonna think I'm talking about plants. So we've got a branding problem here. Did you know mammoth lived during the beginning of the pyramids? How do they do that? Bro, the pyramids were built in Egypt, bro. You telling me that there was a moose beside the pyramids? I mean, didn't we have mini ice ages, like, in recent history? The mammoths built the pyramids. I know that's true. I know that's true. We solved the mystery of how they built the pyramids. We solved the mystery. The mammoth. Now it makes sense. They used the mammoth. That's crazy. Honestly, I'd believe it. Those mammoth men, they could cook with their architecture. Ice Age 12 plot? Dude, I mean, okay, I think I only watched Ice Age when I was a kid. I remember it being entertaining, but was it that just because I was a kid? There is some media I want to leave that way, you know? You watch it as a kid, you enjoyed it as a kid, and you never want to go back to consume it ever again. Because in your memory, it's as good as it'll ever be. What was Ice Age about? It's about returning the little kid baby to her family. And they go on the adventure with the tiger who wants to murk her. That's the Ice Age. Ice Age movie. And then they do silly stuff and then the baby laughs and cries at them. I think Ice Age is about the Ice Age. Oh yeah. That's true. Road to El Dorado is a banger. That is eternal banger. Eternal banger. Okay, that is actually just straight fire. So many good musical fucking moments from that. Iconic scenes. Dude, I've even seen it recently. There's so many scenes from fucking Road to El Dorado burned into my brain. So many. So many. The fucking opening gambling scene, the ball game scene, riding the horses and going through the waterfall, the opening shots of it, the one girl that everyone is weird about on the internet. Like, I remember it all, man. And again, I haven't seen it recently. I haven't. Chell, that's her name. I didn't know. I don't remember her name. Dude, when the sacrifice shit happens and the shit goes all green, dude, the animation in Road to El Dorado is so good. So good. On the trail ablaze. Like the Protega portal, yeah, Road to El Dorado is actually, when I was talking about the ball game, I was talking about a portal chamber puzzle. I love Spider-Verse. Okay, I love Spider-Verse too, but I am starting to convert to the Northern Lion line of thought that if your favorite movie is a Spider-Verse movie, that I'm not going to take your opinion seriously. I'm slowly starting to subscribe to that thought. No, I'm not dissing Spider-Verse as a thing because it is incredible. It is really good. It is a really good movie. But if it's your favorite, then I think you just need to watch more. But that's my elitist take. It's not the same thing as this. No. You don't get it. Dude, I have, no joke, on Letterboxd, I have the Spider-Verse. I have the Spider-Verse movies at like 4.5, 5 stars. I have them. If I want to go and look, I have them ranked very highly. This is a kind of breakfast cereal as a major food group favorite to have. Okay, am I about to shake hands with Magello on something? It doesn't happen all the time. It's usually the opposite, but I'm about to shake hands with Magello on this. Because he's kind of spitting. He's kind of spitting. And that's nothing. Again, I'm not dissing it directly because, again, I have it highly rated. I think it's good. But yeah, I'm kind of in the same line of thinking as Bigello. Look, I'm elitist about a few things. Is it kind of silly thing to judge someone for? Okay, when I say I don't take your opinions seriously, keep in mind the only a person's opinions I take seriously are my own. So welcome to the club. But look. When I say takes like, if you only listen to video game OSTs, I don't respect your opinions on music. Or if Into the Spider-Verse is your favorite movie, then I think you need to watch more movies. Like, keep in mind, that is not an indictment on you as a person personally, okay? Because I am aware I am in a glass house, okay? Earlier in the stream, I just admitting to watching all of Domestic Girlfriend, okay? Like, I'm throwing up these takes for the love of the game. Not to tear you down, okay? Not to tear you down. I don't watch movies. What would my favorite movie be to appear cultured? If you want to be real alternative, you want to go probably Mad Max 1. That's like, if you want to go like mega hipster cultured, you drop Mad Max 1 on somebody. Like, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Nope. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, you're still in Spider-Verse territory. You're still in Spider-Verse territory, okay? Scott Pilgrim vs. the World and Into the Spider-Verse are in the same category, okay? The Godfather? No. If you want to be very cultured, Godfather's too mainstream for you to outwardly appear cultured as your favorite movie. It's too mainstream. It's too mainstream. If you want to have a quote-unquote hipster, elitist, cultured favorite movie, it can't be The Godfather. It just can't be. But this is assuming you even care about being cultured in the first place, right? Obscure European movie? That's true. Pick some European flick, or pick a Taiwanese movie from the 1990s. Okay? Taiwanese cinema is actually low-key the hipster fucking well of alternative favorite movies, okay? And I'm not even quoting that because Northern Line brought that up. I literally, in college, I took a film course at one point. And I had to watch a 90s Taiwanese movie. And it was pretty good, I'll give you that. It was a pretty good movie, but like, that's the layer you need to get to outwardly, project culture, if you care about that. But I'm just letting you know, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, Into the Spider-Verse. What else would go into this bucket of like, okay, I'm gonna be derogatory again. I'm gonna be derogatory, but I don't mean this derogatorily. But like ADHD movies, okay, because I would put Scott Pilgrim and Into the Spider-Verse into that bucket, okay, because they're the type of movies where like there's always something happening at every moment that's visually stimulating in some way, where it's like your attention is constantly held, as opposed to like something where the movie forces you to think and sit with things for a while. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of cinema that's like slower. Is that just Subway Surfers? Kind of, but not really. Because I think Subway Surfers... Well, here's the thing about... Now we're getting to game talk, but... Hipsters are too quick to call something mainstream bad. Sometimes something's good off merit. I can get with that. Have you watched Iron Lung? I've not seen Iron Lung, but I'm not a horror guy, so I don't think it's on my to-watch list. I don't really watch too much horror. And from what I hear, Iron Lung is like a horror movie for horror people. Because here's the thing. I think also the perceived image of quote-unquote a hipster is kind of out of date now anyway. Like, we're all so widely separated into micro niches that like everything and nothing is mainstream at the same time. Like, so there is no ubiquitous hipster culture anymore. The media being consumed and the amount of subgroups consuming it is just too wide for it to exist. So yeah, the hipster culture as we've crystallized it in our brains, that was a 2010s thing. 2020s, it kind of died. Like I said, everyone just has their own micro niche that they're into. So like, yes, there is still the mainstream stuff, but like, yeah, I don't know. Everything is a mainstream to someone. I know groups where being into diapers is mainstream. It's not, though. Okay, that is not. What even is hipster? Or what even is a hipster? That's what I mean. It's dead. The hipster died a decade ago. Yeah, it's called babies. Okay, you're kind of spitting. It's no, we're being into diapers. Yeah, it's called babies. You're actually... Wait, get Lag Spike a true on that one. I don't hand out trues to Lag Spike very often, but get Lag Spike a true on that one. Hipsters just being annoying? No, you can't. Now you're just making up synonyms. But yeah, the collective imagination of the hipster, this idea of the hipsters just died. It's not a thing. Are babies hipsters? Yeah. Look, I even think mainstream, hate at something being mainstream has kind of gone down, honestly. Like, even among my friend groups, like, at least everybody's into at least something that's mainstream on some level. Like, although, wait, maybe I need to roll it back a bit. Because, look, to be a hipster, or the idea of a hipster, has to exist in opposition to a perceived mainstream. And the perceived mainstream still does exist, right? It still does. Okay. Because how do I know this? Because when I go on Hinge, every profile has Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, and Disneyland photos. So, like, and Harry Potter fucking prompts, okay? So, clearly, there's still the underlying mainstream canon exists, because it's clearly exists on fucking dating apps, okay? Hinge mention who's unhinged. Okay, yeah, Hinge mention, by the way. So I think the mainstream canon still exists, okay? But I think the culture that exists in opposition to that mainstream is so fractured that there's just no ubiquity to call something or perspective hipster. Like there was more so in the 2010s, 2000s, where your access to the stuff that wasn't mainstream was more limited, and thus the collective opinions you had with other people who weren't in the mainstream. You had more common stuff shared. Whereas now everyone, like I said, is in their own micro niche of whatever the fuck they're into. Yes, Miracle Dang, you put it perfectly. The counterculture is less monolithic. Exactly. So, what is the hipster? In 2026, they don't exist. There is no the hipster. So, taste velocity is too fast. It's difficult for good things to say underground. That is also true. Also true. Is that a hipster thing? Lag Spike, we just established that hipster does not exist. But yes, being into Umineko is, and it's not hipster, it's like alternative. It's like alternative VN. I don't know. Within, I don't know, man. Hipsters are the new dinosaurs. Yes, yes. I think dude, I'm gonna shake hands with Miguelo on something again. That taste velocity is too, like, stuff never stays underground for too long anymore. Like, even if something doesn't necessarily hit the mainstream, there's so many sub niches and people within sub niches elevating stuff of quality that, like, yeah, it is tough for something to go unnoticed. But also, counterpoint, the quantity of things being produced is so massive that honestly you just kind of get overwhelmed by it, and that I think can make it harder for something of quality to emerge. I also, yes, agree that stuff getting out of the underground is a good thing. I agree it's a good thing. I'm saying this in relation to, again, to a monolithic hipster culture that doesn't exist. I'm not saying it's a bad thing for stuff to taste velocity to be fast. Unless you want to just hang on to your perfect little thing and you only want to like it. Because, dude, that was me with Apothecary Diaries. That was so me with Apothecary Diaries. I was into Apothecary Diaries, not at LN phase, but at manga phase. And I had been reading it for years before the anime came out. And I'd been, like I said this on stream before, I'd been shouting from the rooftops, this is so good. Nobody believed me. And then the anime came out, and then all of a sudden, all these people I told to read Apothecary Diaries all have fucking Mau Mau PFPs. And I'm like, brother, what? I told you about this shit like in fucking 2018. Like, and you didn't listen to me. But now you got a Mau Mau PFP, okay? Buddy. So I do feel that way about some things, but that's more out of, you know, just personal pride and frustration that someone didn't listen to me. Discworld? I have no clue what Discworld even is. Witch Hat Atelier. Dude, you guys are dropping names for stuff I actually don't know about. WHA just got an anime. Again, I'm not up to date with this, man. I'm not up to date with this. Based on the title, though, I don't think I'd like it. Okay, I'm gonna look up what is this? Witch Hat Atelier. I generally don't know what this is. Witch Hat Atelier. Okay, I'm looking at the cover. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think I'd like this. But that's just me judging a book by its cover. Okay. I could be wrong. But if I see this cover, I don't think I'm watching the show. Just on vibes. The art for the manga is gorgeous. Maybe it's a reading play then. Maybe it's a reading play. But also, like, I don't know if I'm dropping anything for my current slate of One Piece and The Sopranos anytime soon. Like, is any anime airing gonna pull me away from The Sopranos? Probably not. Probably not at this point right now. I'm just saying, that's the firepower whatever recommendation is given to me right now is coming up against. So, but look, I don't doubt, also keep in mind, I don't doubt that Witch Hat Atelier is good. I'm just saying I don't think I'd be into it, and there's a difference between thinking something would be good or not, or whether you'd be into it or not. There's a difference. Yeah, exactly. Different strokes for different folks. Sometimes you're into stuff, sometimes you're not. I can recognize some things of high quality of something I don't like or I wouldn't enjoy, so there's nothing off my back when it comes to that. You're gonna be in that lineup for a while? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I don't see anything supplanting those two for a bit. I'm on season 3 of The Sopranos now. I finished season 2. Bro, the ending to season 2 of The Sopranos is so good. It's so good. Like, The Sopranos is so good at being it's just so simple, but having so much depth. Like, end of season 2 is where you stopped. That's crazy that you stopped season 2, because the ending to season 2 is so good to where I'm like, I need to watch more. I need to keep going. Because it's just, I don't know, The Sopranos, at least for me, it's just gripping. It's gripping television. The person you watching with lost interest? I don't know. Sometimes even if I watch something with someone who loses interest, I just keep going, to be honest. Gotta get on The Sopranos, just finished House. Yeah, get on it. Get on it. I will say season 1 starts a bit slow. Sopranos builds, but it builds very naturally and compellingly. Your channel is giving me Arabic gambling ads. Brother, that advertising's targeted. Okay? So, I don't know what's in your fucking cookies that's telling Google to serve you that, but it's not on me, brother. It's not on me. The question mark? Dude, yeah, that's on you. That's a you thing. That's a you need to clear your cookies problem. Okay? that's not a fucking my channel issue. Okay? Dude, the advertising dollars, man, I guess they're just trying to target you, bro. I don't know why, but I don't know how you got the Arabic, though. Yeah, I've been saying inshallah one too many times, yep. Dude, I know it ain't Miguelo fucking putting the mirror emoji in this fucking chat. The man who needs a mirror most is fucking showing it to others. That is a poetic irony. I have ad block. Look, I'll admit it. I'm a YouTube Premium user. Okay? mainly because I want YouTube ad-free on my television, and I don't think you can just install ad block on the television. I don't think you can do that. So YouTube Premium it is. But also look, you can. I'm not jailbreaking my TV, okay? I don't got that in me. I don't got jailbreaking the TV in me, okay? Watching YouTube on TV is crazy to me. Dude, I watch YouTube all the time on my TV. I'm always putting music on my TV via YouTube. I'm always watching YouTube while I eat. And that's on the TV, bro. I think it's odd for me to watch YouTube on my computer. Genuinely. The two contexts in which I watch YouTube is on my TV and on my phone. When I'm on my computer, I'm never watching YouTube. You can put it on the whole network. Bro, you've got whole network ad block? You've got router level ad block? What? That's crazy. I would recommend eating without any distractions. I do that when I go out for food, okay? When I'm just eating food at home on my own, nah, I'll put something on. But look, I would recommend YouTube Premium because if you have YouTube Premium, I get paid more money. It's that simple. Because YouTube Premium pays out creators based on how many people with YouTube Premium watch your channel. So it's a moral good for you to have YouTube Premium and watch this channel because then I get more money. So it's that simple. But like in my ad revenue, it breaks down how much money comes from YouTube Premium. And it is a decent chunk more than just the regular ad revenue in terms of the cut that YouTube gives you based on how many people with Premium, do that. I got the YouTube membership. Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Times to us to forfeit your wallet. By the way, I am putting stuff on the TV, but no one's using the meme screen channel in the Discord. Like, you guys can put stuff in there. I will put it on the TV. But no one's putting shit in the channel. So I'm just putting up whatever the fuck I want here. But you just start putting shit in there. I'll put it on the TV, man. I'll put it on the TV. Maybe I need to set... Look, I probably need to change the chatbot to put that as the reminder. You put this stream on this TV? No. We're not getting Inception in this shit, okay? How long can the video be? It can be as long as you want now. Because basically the way the TV in the background is set up is just set up with a Fire Stick with YouTube on it. So I can put videos of any length on the TV now. As long as it's on YouTube and not a short, I can put on the TV. Put The Sopranos on? That's what I did last stream. Well, not last stream. Stream before last, I had The Sopranos opening on. Look, I literally, though, have been thinking, is this TV actually the ultimate React machine? Like, could I, in theory, put whatever I wanted on this TV? Because I don't think there's any shot it gets picked up by the auto shit, by the auto detection. Like, because I've been thinking, like, should I just put, like, content on this TV and just react to it by, like, just having it up simultaneously here and on the TV. Because I don't think anything's going to pick up, like, if it's here. Like... But at the same time, the instant, like, any one person reports it, I'm doomed, so... We should test this. I'm not doing it in the same stream where in the transcript it get picked up. It go by audio? No way am I putting the audio on. No way am I putting the audio on. Okay. The audio will get picked up ASAP. But oftentimes, like, for reaction content, it might be the play. It might be the play. We'll see. I can experiment with it. But regardless, channel members, put stuff in the meme screen channel, please. Put it in there. And also, if you want to put whatever you want on the TV, become a channel member too. I do need to start pushing the memberships and thinking about more membership benefits. Because chat plays before was the main membership driver. But now that that's gone, that driver's gone, and the membership baseline isn't enough to cover the cost of running the channel at the moment, which I don't mind, but I think I'm like negative 1K in the hole this year so far, and we're in the 4th month, so I'm on track to probably run negative 3K, assuming the current pace or level remains the same, which is like, I can tank that. It's fine. Like, don't worry about my finances, okay? I'm good for it. Don't worry about it. But I do need to think of how to structure the channel in a way that it can sustain itself now that Chat Plays Fire Emblem's over. I do need to think about that. So if you see me experimenting with stuff related to memberships, that's gonna be why. Also, yeah, you like in the community Discord, you don't even need to interact. Also, wow, Evan Luck immediately dropping the membership. Okay, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I have been thinking, there's a new Guilty Gear patch, and I'm thinking of doing like a drip outfit tier list for Guilty Gear now that that's out. And I'm got a few people in mind I might ask to collab on that with. But you might see that in the future coming up soon too. You might see that. But I think in terms of content, basically content coming up, next week, I still need to fully plan it out, but probably Deadlock collab stream. Hopefully this month, a Guilty Gear collab stream. A few things going on. On top of just chatting streams. And I hope I can get in one IRL stream before May. Because once May kicks off, then I'm going to be out for all of May. I feel like Guilty Gear is one of those 2D anime fighting game slop things that I ignore by reflex. Yeah, Miguelo, you definitely don't consume slop. You definitely don't consume slop. I wouldn't describe... I think Guilty Gear is anything but slop, to be honest. I also think slop has died as a term. If you're using slop, you need to find a new term. Slop is... The moment for slop has passed. Slop is over. Okay? It's already crested. And it's all down here until in terms of its cultural relevance and power. Okay? You need to find a new word. Yeah, it's slop, bro. It's slop. Yeah, no, the only morally correct place to use it is in reference to AI. The thing is that the AI has produced so much actual slop that slop made by humans in comparison to AI slop is no longer slop. Okay? So slop is still acceptable in reference to AI creation. It's true. A slop surplus, a slop plus. It's all slop, always has been. No, AI is extra slop. I regret to inform you, Miguelo, it's extra slop. It's actually definitionally slop. Like, it's not even always has been, bro. It's literally just to the letter slop. When are we busting into the data center? Waiter. Wait. More slop, please. More slop, waiter. Supply and demand. If the slop is nutritious, why would you care? The slop is not nutritious. Also, Interstellar Goat, are you unemployment flexing? In chat, I don't think I've ever seen that. I've never been employed in 25 years. Can anyone here match it? Is that a flex? Like, but also, I don't think the slop is nutritious. At least the slop that the AI is making. Yeah, I mean, there's two ways to go with that flex. I haven't had to work a day in my life, or I haven't worked a day in my life. And there's nuance between the two. There's nuance between the two, okay? One is a flex, and one is a flex question mark. Like, got my dream job last year. Honestly, God bless Evan Luck. God bless. I definitely think I'm in the same position where I think someone asked me, like, if I do YouTube as my job. YouTube's not my job. YouTube is not my job. But I do think my day job I would consider a dream job. Or something akin to it. Oh, he's allowed to ask? Oh, I'm a video game designer. But I don't say what video game I work on or where I work, and I never will. Because I do not need people fucking asking me about that. But I am a video game designer. That's my day job. I don't mention it often, though. Mainly because I don't think it's relevant most of the time to what I talk about or what I want to talk about on stream. The Veil of Illusion. Yeah, actually, I just make YouTube videos. I don't think I'd ever want to do YouTube as a job, though. I don't think I would. I think YouTube as a job would ruin the fun. I think if I was... Like, for example, like right now, I'm losing money on YouTube. If my living and sustenance were dependent on YouTube, and all of a sudden I'm beholden to the algorithm to make a living and pay the bills, no thank you. No, thank you. Not gonna do that. I would much rather do this on the side as a hobby that can be self-sustaining. And for pretty much the entire time I've been doing it has been self-sustaining in terms of breaking even, pretty much. Then that's chill with me. It doesn't need to be any more than that. If it did get to the level where I could reliably switch over, maybe. But yeah, I don't know if I'd want it. Especially at the size I am, no thank you. No thank you. It's true, Pav is decides the FE, but I do not decide the heroes pull rates, okay? Are people still playing Heroes? Are people still playing it? People must still be playing it, but I think that's another game that its cultural moment has passed. I'm weird because I grew up wanting to be a YouTuber. No, you're actually the most normal child born in the past 25 years. Every kid wants to be a YouTuber, bro. You're not weird. Literally every kid grows up watching or wanting to be a YouTuber, pretty much. Dude, all the kids want to be a YouTuber, bro. What happened to want to be a firefighter? No. They want to be they want to be Speed, bro. They want to be iShow Speed. Yeah, being a YouTuber didn't exist for a long time. Kids these days growing up to wanting to be a YouTuber is strange. Kids these days wanted to grow up to be the most culturally salient people that they perceive in society. Yeah, very strange, Miguelo. Why would they want to do that? Kids growing up wanting to be what they watch every day on a daily basis. Very strange. Very strange. It's like saying, like, back when YouTube didn't exist, being kids these days wanted to grow up to be actors. It's very strange. No, what the fuck? No, it's not. It's like the most normal thing ever. Firefighters, doctors, astronauts. Okay, astronaut is one of the most based things to want to be as a kid. No bias. I mean, I was a space kid. I wanted to be an astronaut. I wanted to be an astronaut. But then I realized the career path of astronaut is actually kind of just a subclass of pilot. And I was like, oh, I don't think I got that in me. Like, dude, astronaut is low-key a subclass of, like, sailor, pilot, scientist. And, like, I'm not built for that. I'm not built for it. Like, you need to be a physical specimen to be an astronaut, pretty much. Yeah, you need to multi-class hard, and I just realized, like, the actual footwork. Once you realize what you need to do to become an astronaut, and you look at that, and you're like, I'm good. The career path of an astronaut is based on acting skills and loyalty to the government. Bro, did you watch the interview with Trump? Is that your definition of loyalty? Is that your definition of loyalty to the government? Is everyone sitting in stunned silence while Trump rambles? I wouldn't call that loyalty in acting skills. Okay, if they had acting skills, they would have looked a lot more comfortable. Okay. They would have looked a lot more comfortable. Same guy who hasn't worked 25 years, by the way. Okay. Okay. Interstellar Go. You. You might get clowned on a little bit for some of these takes. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I wanted to be a scientist as a kid. I would not want to be one now. Yeah, same thing. Same thing. Where I'm like, because that was after I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to be an astronaut, but I still love space. So, like, I'm going to become a scientist. And then when that, like, when you look at that, you're like, damn, I would need to be way better at math than I actually am. Not easy to be an astronaut or be a scientist when you're getting like 60s in fucking science, not in science class, when you're getting 60s in math class. In the science courses, I was very meh. I was getting like 80s, 90s, but I was like, I don't want to do this all day, to be honest. I just like learning about the science on a surface level. The actual in-depth doing the science, just not into it. Just not into it. I think science is cool, but the day-to-day science grind, yeah. And that's what growing up is, honestly. You grow up and you're like, oh, this thing that seems cool is actually really hard. And then the thing you actually enjoy doing and is hard, that's kind of like what you end up speccing into, or what I ended up speccing into. But so yeah, and like a scientist fell off the table pretty quick. The debate was always between getting into video game development or going into history. Dude said the dude that hasn't worked for 25 years as it's an insult. Imagine how deep in society you have to be to see things that way. Okay, Interstellar Go, you're taking it way too personal. Way too personal. Okay, Interstellar Go, let's go. Let's get the fisticuffs out, okay? The guy critiquing the astronauts is the same guy, who was flexing about not working or not having worked for 25 years. Let's reconcile or attempt to reconcile these two perspectives. And then maybe we can understand why someone's clowning on you. Okay? It's not that complicated. r/anti-work. Okay, I don't agree. I won't go as deep as Carrie and Isle here of being like, you can't have an opinion on jobs when you haven't had a job for a quarter of a century, but that is nasty work. Oh my god, Interstellar joke, you are so dude, you're a caricature of a person. Only people like me have the time to truly look into what astronauts do. Their job doesn't include going to space. You wouldn't know. Holy shit. You just owned everyone here. Dude, the thing that definitionally an astronaut does and what astronaut means, not actually their job. Not actually their job. You've owned me. This is a joke? It's not a joke, no. This is too genuine to be a joke or to be a bit. Okay? It's too genuine to be a bit. Or no, it's so genuine it has to be. Or not, it can't be a bit. It's real and so fucking funny. It's real and so fucking funny. Oh man, I know what they tell the employee, you know? Dude, I gotta stop listening to the astronauts to start listening to Interstellar Go. While you were working the job, I was studying the astronauts. That's crazy. That's crazy. No. I genuinely think that Interstellar Go believes this, which blows my mind. But it is pretty funny. It's crazy. It's crazy. Oh, sorry. This stream got derailed. So that was a side tangent. That was a side tangent. I will say though. No, that's why we like Yapis. No, the tangents are where the real shit's at. The tangents are where we cut deep. They're where we cut deep, okay? Because, look, I'll give it to you in the sense that I don't think having not worked in 25 years is a moral failing in any way, by the way. Like, if you haven't worked in 25 years or you've been generally trying to find work, or you've even just decided, like, or you have the ability to not look for work, and you can just pursue what you want, that's fine. I've got nothing against it. If you then, though, start talking about one of the most difficult and demanding jobs in the world, being an astronaut, and then say their job doesn't include going to space, then I'm sorry, fact number one compounds into my opinion of your perspective on fact number two, or opinion two there. Because that is crazy. That's crazy. Having the ability to not work is crazy to me. Dude, there's some people where that's just the case. Due to their family or just, I don't know, crazy early inheritance. I don't know. There's a few circumstances that can happen where you just don't have to. And that's why I was saying, like, there's two things here. There's the I haven't had to work a day in my life, and I haven't worked a day in my life. And those are two different things. Also, health. Health can be a reason in terms of just pure inability to. There's a lot of reasons. Dude, wait, Miguelo, what are you typing? Dude, Miguelo, what are you trying to communicate with? Briefcase equal sign train. I actually don't, what is Miguelo doing? He's going insane. What did you just type that out unprompted? Briefcase equal sign train. That's it's art. It's art. You'd be right. I want to get it. I want to get it. Okay, now Interstellar goes trolling. Now Interstellar goes trolling. Just think about it. Why would a guy who literally has all day to research the topic that is in his own name not be trusted? Or do you think I'm joking? No, I don't think you're joking. I think you're genuine. And I think you're insane. Interstellar Go, you've had too much time to research this. So much of the fact you're actually detached from the reality of the real world, okay? You're so deep in the sauce that you have lost sight of the sandwich. Okay? They're actually an astronaut. Yeah, this is actually an astronaut's plea for help to be freed from political obligations, to be freed from public speaking events. This is actually a plea for help. Please change the dynamics of my job so I don't have to go to a book signing. Please. I just want to be in a fucking water tank to simulate the fucking zero gravity conditions all day. Don't make me go to the book signing. Trump is right behind me. Yeah, he's right behind me, internet. I'm closer to being an astronaut than them. That being said, good night. Mic drop. Mic drop from Interstellar Goat. Bro, they literally saw this. They saw this with their own pupils. The images on their screen they perceive with their eyeballs, with their retinas. You read one Michio Kaku book and you think you're on their level of lived experience. Anyways, good night. Have a good night, Interstellar Go. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for dropping by. Hey man, this is what Pab's Production's all about. No, I don't think that might have been a take that even Miguel couldn't have even gotten on the level on. It is. Here's the thing. It is the same vibe, though. I will say, the energy of why would I travel? I have Google Maps is the same energy of I'm more of an astronaut than the astronauts because I know more about space than them. It is kind of a parallel take. It's not 1-to-1, but they're in the same zip code. They are in the same zip code, so. My take is far more reasonable. It's not, Miguel. It's not. Dude, oh my god. That might be one of my favorite exchanges of the past few Just Chatting streams. Holy shit, that was so good. That was so good. That was so good. Epic rap battle. Miguel versus... Dude, Miguelo's winning that every day, bro. Miguelo's winning that every day. Someone clip that. I might clip that and make that a highlight literally tonight after I end stream. It's too good. It's too crazy or wild of an opinion. Because here's the thing. I say this as someone who is into space. I like space stuff. My favorite book as a kid was called an Atlas or Atlas of the Universe, right? And yes, the astronauts are not astrophysicists. They're not observational. They're not running telescopes or observing the universe or anything. But also to take the literal opposite perspective of I'm more of an astronaut than an astronaut. Because I know more about space. Because of how much I've read about space. Is crazy. It's out of this world, yes. Halamel, it is out of this world. You're so right. You're so right. It's out of this world. Dude. Why would I go to space when I can just calculate the redshift of the stars moving away from us? I've read maps. I'm more of a geographer than they are. Oh, dude, we've got to apply this logic to other shit because it's such a funny rhetorical device. It's such a good retort. It's oh man, it just scratches that itch. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I hate food. I'm a better chef than Gordon Ramsay. I've read Harry Potter. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. This is what I mean. Look, Miguel, I think. Yeah. Why would I go to space when the ship has cameras? Yes, but you're not claiming to be an astronaut. You're not claiming to be more of an astronaut than the astronaut. I think that's where the leap is here. Do they count as a hipster? No, they don't. Like I said, I don't believe in the idea of the hipster anymore. I think it's a cultural relic of the 2010s. But we'll leave it behind. We'll leave it behind. Dude, I've watched Pavis. I'm more of a YouTuber than he is. It's true, man. It's true. It's true. I mean, they were also arguing in favor of AI, which is also interesting. They were on team AI, so that adds another wrinkle. What's up, Insane Guy? Insane Guy, you've got to read or watch the interaction that happened 15 minutes ago. You have to. I kind of really want to know what Insane Guy thinks about this interaction. I've eaten a baguette. I'm more French than Insane Guy. Bro, I've read all about France. I'm way more French than Insane Guy. Dude, I know more about the French Revolution than Insane Guy. I'm more French than him. I'm more French than he'll ever be. Oh, woke dinosaur is also a great part of the stream to go to. What happened? We found the one astronaut hater. Like, we found a guy who, well, not, I guess, yeah, he is an astronaut hater. You can't say an astronaut's job is not going to space and have that not be hating. If Pav read a bunch of US history, is he more American than Americans? Maybe, bro. Maybe. Dude, I am sure there are some Americans that believe Benjamin Franklin was a president. I'm sure they exist. Like, if you ask, like, what number president was Benjamin Franklin, people would try to answer the question in the US. Like, even though he was never the president. So, like, maybe, you know what? Maybe he's onto something. Maybe I am more American than the Americans will ever be. I know more about your guys' history than you guys do. But also, wait, not knowing your own history is part of being American. So that makes me not American. See, this is the layers you can't exist on when you've merely read about it and haven't lived it, you know? Miguel, you can pretend to be all those things, yet your core remains so not French. That's facts. That's facts, Insane Guy. That's facts. So not French. Pas de français. What would it take for my core to be French? I don't know. I feel like you got to be raised in it, to be honest, or fully immersed in it. Sorry, fully immersed and assimilated. I don't think there's another way. How do I level up my French? Like your Frenchness, or your French, like literally your French skills? Because like your actual like French immersion, I mean that doesn't count. That like French immersion just like is learning French, but being French is different, bro. Level 1 Frenchman instead of henchman's crazy. Level 1 Frenchman, level 100 Emperor. Vive l'Empereur. Yeah, cultural immersion's a big piece for sure. For sure. What's level 100 Charles de Gaulle? No, I think level 100 French is Napoleon. I think Charles de Gaulle is not... He's like level 99 French. Actually, maybe Robespierre is level 100 French. Who is level 100 French? It sure as hell ain't Macron. Stream was great. Have a good night. See you around Karen Isle. This was a banger. I'm going to wrap it up soon. Because actually, I'm not going to play Deadlock. I actually want to hop on Guilty Gear and play some Jam. But I'm going to wrap it up soon. But what a banger, man. What a banger. Yeah, what level French are you in Sengai? If you're between level 1 and level 100 French, what level French are you? What differentiates Guilty Gear from BlazBlue? A ton of things. Combos in BlazBlue are fucking eternity. The amount of hits it takes to kill people is way higher. The animation style is completely different. The art style is completely different. The mechanics, in terms of the system mechanics, are completely different. Of like meter and animation canceling. Like there's a whole bunch that's different. Same with Uni, the exact same. All the systems are different and the art style is different. Even if it's the same core as that, get HP to 0 and combo. But that's like the fighting game basis anyways. Or base anyway. Yeah, Uni is too weeb for me. Like level inquantifiable. Like, sorry, I don't understand the question. In Sengai, level 1 to level 100. What level of French are you? In your opinion, level 100 being Charles de Gaulle, Napoleon. Level 1 being American. Like, I feel like, well, American's like a level 0. Level 19. It's my favorite number. Never change in Sengai. Never change. I love the approach of, I'm not going to answer the question. I'm just going to go with my favorite number. So I'm level 19 because it's my favorite number. Like, never fucking change in Sengai. Never fucking change. Also, is that why 19 is in your tag after in Sengai? Is that why it's in Sengai P19 IK? I don't care. I don't know what my favorite number is. Don't say your favorite number in chat because someone is gonna get your password out of it. And Miguelo, that's not your favorite number. Why do you cling to 6-7, man? Why have you like adopted it into your repertoire. I genuinely don't understand Magello. I genuinely don't understand. For someone with such disdain of the masses, why have you adapted their number in your name? I don't know, man. I don't know. Dude, all of these people saying their favorite number and it's just in their username. This is all in their username, man. Like literally. Why is everyone's favorite number just in their tag, bro? Yeah, 8360 Superstar Relia. That's a very specific favorite number of 8,360. Very specific number. Why not? Look, Evan Luck, I say this as someone who used to have 13 in their tag, okay? My old tag was Din Master 13, bro. I'm a former favorite number and username haver, but I wouldn't say 13 is my favorite number anymore. I mean, 13 was my favorite number because it was the same thing. I was kind of hipster in the sense of like, whenever it was sports teams, everyone left 13. So I just took it because I'm like, I don't believe in the stereotypes around that number of it being unlucky. Like, it's fine. No one will take it. I'll take it. I'll just tank it. I'll simply just tank the unluckiness. And I did, bro. I did. That number never did shit. How did I do in sports? Very average. I did pretty well in long jump. My best sports were long distance running and long jump. In terms of like pure sports. And then in terms of like sports I played, I was probably the best at soccer, aka football. My favorite number is 256, but that's too nerd. That is kind of a nerdcore favorite number, but I can see why it's appealing. I can see the appeal of 256. We love dividing 256 into 128. And we love dividing 128 into 64. And we love dividing 64 into 32. And we love dividing 32 into 16. And we love dividing it into 8 and then 4 and then 2 and then 1. We love it. Yeah, honestly, I'd have a lot more respect for Magello 256 than Magello 6767. Just letting you know. But you don't need my approval, nor should you seek it. All right, I think that's going to be it for today. That was a lot of fun. 6-7's the new age. It's already past Magello. It's already a fossil. But you believe what you need to believe. But that was crazy stream. Crazy stream. That might have some of my favorite Yapis segments of all time. Like, that was end to end. Just a banger combo after banger combo. Like, I think there's some just impeccable material in this stream. Impeccable material. So we'll see what I can do with it. We'll see what I can do with it. I need to make it. The astronaut one's too crazy. That has to be compiled into a highlight of some kind. It's too crazy. Peak Pavis is when someone random pulls up and changes everything. It is. It is. I do feel sometimes I'm a little too antagonistic, but the shit people be saying is too crazy to not be, if that makes sense. Like, keep in mind, I engaged with Interstellar Go where they were at before I got more in their face after they just kept spouting garbage. But like, sometimes I feel I ride it a bit too hard, but man, sometimes people, they are just asking for it, man. They're just asking for it. I also think, for the most part, this chat has decently thick skin to where if I say something about them, they don't take it too deep to heart. And then if they do, I try my best to make it clear of like, I don't actually believe it that deep. Like I say, I'm yapping for the love of the game. But that one I think was actually crazy. That one was genuinely mind blowing. But hey, like, look, Magello can take a few, right? He can take a few. He gives a few. He takes a few. Okay. We exchange blows. But yeah. Anyways, still funny as fuck stream. Funny as fuck stream. Yeah, it's not like I have a hour 20 video. Yeah, no, not at all. Not at all. Hey, that's not antagonistic. All right, that is not antagonistic. That is a fucking low-key admiration. Okay. Anyways, a roasting the chat stream would be funny. I feel that's most streams. I don't think it needs to be dedicated, called out, but I think when it comes to chat stuff, I want to do like chat fashion, man. Chat fashion has to happen. But anyways, I'm gonna wrap it up. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Have a good evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you're at. I'll see you on Sunday. Today's Thursday, right? Yeah, today's Thursday. Next stream on Sunday. See you then. Good night.